We're back.
Hi.
We are back for another week of Off the Rails. I'm Aisha Praught-Leer with Eric Jenkins. We are coming to you Easter Sunday, April 5th. How are you?
I'm great. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Tell me about your weekend. What have you been up to?
Let's see. My brother and his family, my nieces and nephews, sister-in-law, they came up yesterday, so we were just hanging out with the fam. Exhausting. Fun and exhausting, right? You know how it is.
Yep. Are you a fun uncle? How much are you playing?
I'm playing a lot. They come up to specifically dump them off and get a break. So I can't really retreat and be like sometimes you know me, I'm like a cat.
Yes.
Where I can hide.
Yes.
But I can't do, you put in your time, you play for a while, and then I become my cat self and I retreat.
Then you need need to
you need
recover. You need a little bit of quiet time.
Exactly. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
But no, it was absolutely
Is that what you're
blast.
doing now?
I'm fully charged back up now.
Okay.
This was yesterday.
Okay. Did they stay overnight?
They stayed overnight. Yeah. My parents are close by me, so it's not like I'm not just staying in my childhood bedroom when they come. But yeah, it's a blast. I love they're the absolute best. I love seeing them. But we all need a break here and there.
Here and there,
Family,
we do.
love them. But yeah, how about you? What'd you get up to? Do you celebrate Easter? Have you had a nice day?
I've had a great day. So we were gonna be up in Crested Butte this weekend, and they ended up getting 22 inches of snow when
Finally.
we were finally a little late. But it was the day that we were gonna head there is when the snow started. And to get to Crested Butte, you have to go over some pretty gnarly mountain passes, and we just thought, you know what? Don't feel like it.
You didn't want a Donner Party situation.
What?
You didn't want a Donner Party situation.
What's that?
The Donner Party?
Say more.
Oh my God, I cannot believe I'm about to tell Aisha what the Donner Party is. Do you remember when people were traveling out west to California and they got to the Colorado mountains and they broke down in a rough winter and they were forced to eat each other?
No.
You've never heard of the Donner Party.
I've heard of Jeffrey Dahmer.
I mean, honest to God, it's kind of similar activities.
People eating.
People eating people.
Yeah, no.
The Donner Parties, they were forced.
This wasn't on my Oregon Trail computer game.
It was not. Yes, I had the explicit version of the Oregon Trail, so it was more like a Grand Theft Auto version of the Oregon Trail, and there was an option to eat the other people you were traveling with.
But I didn't have that option. Yeah, no, I've never
literally
heard of this.
you've never not once heard of the Donner Party.
No.
Oh, that's great. I don't know if I believe you. I don't know if I believe you.
And now I'm worried. Like, have I missed a major historical milestone? Like, I don't believe this was ever covered for me.
This is mostly all I was doing. My whole education was basically revolving around Donner Party.
And why is it Donner Party? Is like, were they partying a little bit too hard and then they started eating each other? Or like it was the party of people in their wagons?
It was the party of people in their wagons, Aisha. They weren't like out partying and they're like, shucks.
I had a bit too much moonshine. Now we got to eat Eric.
I'm starving. Truth be told, I'm starving and I need sustenance and they look good. No, so yeah, it was the part. I don't know if Donner is the name of somebody in the party. Must be, right?
Must be.
I should know because, as I just stated, most of my education
Donner
is
historian.
I'm a Donner historian, kind of. I'm a Jeffrey Dahmer historian. So I should know, but yeah, it wasn't because they were partying.
Okay, no, they ran out. They ran out of stuff.
They simply ran out of stuff.
Okay. So I wanted to avoid a Donner Party situation. So we did not go to Crested Butte. And instead, I have my in-laws here this weekend. We've been doing it's fun when you have people come to town because you start doing more touristy stuff in your own town. And not that any of the things that we've been up to have been necessarily that touristy. They're kind of if you know type Colorado experiences. But yesterday we got up into the mountains. We went to Netherland and got some great bagels at Decent Bagel. We drove. There's a beautiful highway, peak to peak highway, and then we drove back on. There's all these like famous long runs in Boulder, Magnolia Road being the most famous one.
Heard a lot about it.
There are two other roads up high that are really challenging that people run. One is called Rollinsville, and the other is Gold Hill.
I've heard of Gold Hill.
Yeah, and Gold Hill is my favorite. I really liked it.
What is it about it that you like? What speaks to you about Gold Hill?
I like the Gold Hill hills more than the Magnolia.
Sell me on the differences between Magnolia and Gold Hill.
Right. So Magnolia is the way out is so punishing. The uphills are a little bit too long.
Okay.
And then on the way back, I think the downhills are a little bit too long. Like on the way back, it's great because the hills end when you want them to end, but then you have to run a lot downhill.
Yeah.
And Gold Hill, the hills are almost in some, and people are going to listen to this and I'm going to get shredded. I know, like everyone says this is a bullshit argument, but I will die on my Gold Hill. It's my special precious. The views are gorgeous, but the hills in some parts are like sharper and steeper, but they end sooner. And I would rather rip the Band-Aid off, if that makes sense.
So you're really you're not trying to run. You're not really trying to do hills.
I like hills. Yeah. But like, I like the hill. Like I would rather a hill than like a gradual uphill that's 1.5 miles long and then kicks and then kicks and then kicks. Like give me a hill where I know I'm going to suffer and I will suffer. And when it is over, like I think that you just get a little bit more of a break in between these like really, really punishing hills on Gold Hill. Yeah, whereas Magnolia, you're either going up or you're going down. There's no flats.
And it's tough, especially if it sounds like Magnolia, like the last half is mostly down, which can be tough to recover from for a lot of people, right? It's kind of punishing on the body.
That would kill me. Yeah, like my quads would be, or I would, my ailment was downhill knee. I've made up this term.
Downhill knee.
Downhill knee. So like after mags, I would have like my knee would, like the outside of my knee, don't even know what part it would be, but it would just like hurt for a couple of days just because you're breaking so much. And I think that my quads would just go and then I would be absorbing the hill with my knee and that doesn't feel so good. So I've had
stuff like that. I've had.
Really?
I don't think it was necessarily, I hadn't diagnosed it as downhill knee, but I had banged my kneecap on something and then my kneecap was coming out of the groove, you know?
Ew. Yeah. And so it's kind of crusty.
So it was scraping alongside the bone or the cartilage, something like that.
Yeah.
And I had to tape it in place.
Yeah.
And then, but then once I taped it in place, I was right as rain.
I should probably have done some sort of tape situation, but this is when I was young and felt invincible.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Downhill knee will get everybody eventually.
Eventually, downhill knee will come for you.
Yeah.
But in the town of Gold Hill is this general store. And it feels, a little unfair that we didn't know about the general store and all of its glory when I was running, but it's a big destination for cyclists. And they have a bunch of food, they have drinks, and one of the specialty items there is this chocolate chip cookie with like a salted chocolate chip cookie.
Oh yeah, flaky sea salt on top, probably.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah.
I can picture it now.
yeah, with my raging dairy allergy, I don't necessarily get the cookie, but the pleasure I get from other people trying the cookie,
Oh yeah,
like I get something else.
you're a voyeur.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're a freak. Yeah. You're like,
Yeah.
get the cookie.
Get the cookie. I'm
Get the
telling you what,
cookie,
you're
yeah.
gonna love it. You're gonna love it. But yeah, we sat out in the sun. It was great. And then this morning hosted, I love to host.
I know.
I
do
love
know
it.
that.
So we had a really beautiful, cute brunch this morning.
Very cute. That's very fun.
I made a frittata. I made a big Dutch baby pancake. I made breakfast potatoes, some ham, fruit.
Oh, you went off.
A light off.
A light off.
Yeah. It was great.
So did the snow just stay in Crested Butte? Because you've had a very, like, on the records, no snow kind of winter so far.
Yeah.
Now it's basically done.
It's over.
It's done.
Yeah. It's been like 65 to 70 and sunny.
Low key, that's perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. My in-laws love to walk, so my step count is nice and high, just where I like it to be. Just, having ourselves a weekend.
You're getting your steps in. You're training for our Boston Marathon weekend. We've got a big race coming up.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a minute. So thanks everyone for signing up for our live event. You showed up, and I'm so sorry that I always underestimate you, but I was a little worried that we wouldn't sell out. And
Aisha.
I know.
I really
got to work on this. But yeah, so our event in partnership with Under Armour, thanks to them, we are putting on our first live event. It sold out in what, like a couple hours?
Yeah, something like that. And I don't have the stopwatch on it, but people are upset. It's like, we dropped the episode, sign up for the show notes, and then people listen to the episode in the afternoon and they're like, well, it's already gone.
I know. I felt a little bad because it was also like East Coast bias.
That's true.
Yeah. I woke up at
that's not fair.
6:15, and Chris had texted at like 5, like just before 6 my time, and 43 of the seats were already gone. I was like, oh no.
We didn't think about East Coast bias.
Yeah, we didn't. So noted. Next time, I think maybe we can put it on our social first instead of the East Coast listeners getting the jump on everybody.
They had the exclusive drop. Yeah.
Yeah, they got the jump on everybody, but it's going to be really fun. We're at Dillon's on Friday of Boston Marathon weekend. Show starts at 7. We're so excited to meet you guys. We're going to have lots of giveaways. Our first Off the Rails merch. It's going to be very fun. It will be interactive. We are so excited to meet you. If you can't see us at the show, we're going to be around at so many different things all weekend. So we'll make sure more in advance and more egalitarian than get the East Coasters getting the jump on you. We will let you guys know where we're going to be and what we're going to be up to. But
we will make
I'm super
right.
excited. We will.
We will make you whole again.
Eric, your career in politics is like, it's there for the taking. Like, you're ready.
We will make it right. My career in politics, it's just like, yeah, I'm like Kristi Noem's husband all of a sudden. Like, okay. My career in politics. God.
Your shirt is like kind of the same color as the outfit.
I haven't seen the pictures of Kristi Noem's husband's outfits.
You're gonna need to make it right and check that out.
I will make it whole. First off, that story, absolutely insane. Guys are awesome. Guys are awesome. Right? I've said it on here once. I'll say it again. Guys are the psyche, right, of us guys. Absolute insanity.
I just don't get how guys are so dumb.
Well, okay. Well, in this specific Kristi Noem husband, Mr. Noem scenario, it's dumb. I don't even know is the right word for it, right? Because let's set the table for the listeners, right? Kristi Noem's husband was caught. He was on these sites, and he basically, and we've also said it on here, we don't kink shame.
No, we don't yuck yums. If that's your thing, go off, boo boo. Like,
oh yeah,
very happy for you.
I would do anything once, right?
Yeah.
Now, Kristi Noem's husband wants to be dominated by women, and he is also, am I getting this right, wants to be wearing big fake tits while he's getting dominated.
So some photos emerged of Kristi Noem's husband wearing pink spandex and balloons in his chest to look like breasts, flirting with women online. It's so it is a.
Was it actually just balloons, or what? Like,
well, it's like a suit. Like, it's like a.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, there's no way it's just balloon. I'm like,
I think it's like balloons underneath. It's like balloons underneath, like
fake tits,
the color of your sweatshirt. It was like maybe some balloons under that. So I didn't know that this was the name of the fetish is called bimbofication.
Bimbofication. This is a new term for me too.
Yeah. But I guess what is wild about this and why I'm saying dumb is if your wife is out there talking and acting and saying, you know, one way of living is right, and you're out here doing your stuff on the side, how do you not think someone's going to find out about this?
Did Kristi Noem have any idea about this? Has she made a statement?
She did not know about this.
She said she didn't know about this.
Yeah.
That's got to be, that's got to be pretty jarring, right?
Yeah. 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 I would be jarred.
You'd be very jarred, right? But you'd also think there would be, when these things happen, I always think there's got to be some signs you're overlooking, right?
Right. But who knows? I mean,
let's say, okay. Now I'm somebody who loves bimbofication, right? I'm trying to slip it in, I'm trying to bring it up. This is my wife. I love her. I love her to death, right?
I love when you get in character.
I love her to death. Right? Can't live without her, honest to God. So, but this is me. This is what I like. I like to to put on my tits, and I like to get absolutely dominated. I'm going to bring this. There'll be signs. There'll be signs.
There will be signs.
If my wife were to go online and see, oh yeah, he's in the pictures, the bimbofication pictures, she'd be like, I kind of knew it. He was giving me hints. He was giving me some hints.
Like back to Jeffrey Dahmer, like there have to be signs, but also maybe there aren't. Like there are.
Well, Jeffrey Dahmer, there were very specific signs that the police were just completely overlooking, right?
Yeah. So yeah, that could be it here. But
Kristi Noem could have had the blinders on.
Yeah, of her career and what she's up to.
She goes, I see the suit, and I see the boob suit in the closet. I don't want to ask questions right now. That seems like a can of worms I'm not necessarily ready to open at the moment.
Sometimes you don't want the answer to questions.
I'm very busy.
Yeah.
I got a lot going on at work.
You don't want to know.
Got a lot at work.
Uh-huh.
I'll deal with the boob suit in a bit. And then before you know it, the pictures are out. And you have to address it.
Great memes about this.
Wild stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff. Speaking of memes, did you see? Go ahead. Oh, I know there's more. I know there's more in your head.
There's so much more. Like you can, no matter what you're thinking about, and you go, I am so weird, right? And this is like something that I am dealing with on my own. And you're wrong. You go, I'm into a very specific thing that nobody.
Do you want to share?
No. This is me being.
Oh. We're back in.
You're
character.
like, whoa. You're about to. I'm into a very specific thing that nobody else is into, and you're like, just go online and type it in, and you'll see. There's a lot of guys, because guys are awesome, right? Guys are so sick. They're fucking awesome, and they're into everything.
Do you do this on like an incognito browser, or like are we clearing cookies? Like how do you get through this? Like how do you, I just don't know I don't know what part of the internet you go to for this. And you know what? I'm not going to look it up.
Yeah, I don't know the sites you're going on to get to bimbofication. But if I was into it, you'd find your community. You find your community.
Yeah, everybody needs community. They need belonging.
Yeah, but the thing is, you need to be open. We need to be open, and you need to own it.
No secrets.
And there's no, and you just gotta let your freak flag fly, as they say.
Be you.
And be you.
Yeah.
But you think Mr. Noem, he goes, some photos of, she's like, honey, some photos have been released. And he goes, literally any photos besides me in the boob suit getting dominated. And she's like, those are the only photos that are out. He's like, fuck my life. I'm so cooked. Oh, I'm fucked. Oh, God. Just say it was AI. Honey, just say it's AI.
When in doubt, blame it on AI.
Yeah.
When in doubt.
That's really rich stuff. Thinking about the gnomes and their in these trying times.
Oh, I'm thinking about it in certain ways. Speaking of memes, did you see the Tiger Woods memes?
Yeah, those are tough. Those are tough to see. Poor guy.
The ET ones are pretty cute.
I mean, he got into the back of that cruiser and just started doing God knows what. He had like a shawl or a blanket over his head.
A blankie, yeah.
And was really going to like an animalistic type of thing.
ET.
I mean, the ET ones are spot on. But it's gotta be such a bizarre feeling to, you're on a copious amounts of pills. Next day you wake up, a couple of days, you go, fuck, God damn it, I did it again. This is bad. I'm just gonna stay offline for a bit. And then people are like sending you, and you're seeing the footage of you in the back of the police cruiser, and you're going, what am I doing? What the fuck am I doing back there?
Like I'm gonna. I'm gonna go ahead and call it. Like
we've all had moments where you go out. There's nothing would give me more anxiety than seeing a video of what I was doing the night before.
Of my bad behavior.
I go, don't send me that shit. That's not me right now. That was me last night, and I don't agree with anything I was doing. Okay, don't send me that shit. I'm not clicking.
Delete it.
Delete it. It's done. That's like Tiger Woods seeing that. You're like, oh my God. Don't send me the ET memes.
Don't do it.
That's not me.
It's not fair. This is I have this whole rule of like no videoing karaoke. Like what I do.
That's a rule?
That is a rule for me. Like it is not, karaoke is a live performance. They should have like zippered phone pouches when you go into karaoke. Nobody's allowed. But you do need your phone to look up the lyrics in advance to make sure you're ready. But like you shouldn't be able to take footage of someone doing karaoke. That is a one-time performance and one time only.
Yeah, you're gonna need to go out for karaoke and you sign NDAs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you sing karaoke when you guys were in Tokyo?
I did not do the Tokyo. We didn't do Tokyo karaoke
when you were on the boat.
I was thinking. Oh, actually, no, we did do the Tokyo karaoke on
Yeah,
the boat.
that's what I'm.
We were-
Did you sing?
We were forced to.
What'd you sing?
I didn't want to sing, but it was basically like, hey, look, you have to. It wasn't really a choice.
Yeah, it's rude not to.
The A6 team was like, look, the City's table has to do a performance. You've got 15 minutes to lock it in, and we'll. I'm trying. What Chris chose the song? I believe it was. I think it was New York, New York.
Oh yeah, that's right, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah. I think we did a good job. I think we could have. Could we have done better? Maybe. Yeah.
We can always do better.
You can always.
But
do better.
that's who we are as people. We're
thinking,
striving always.
We are striving always, right? We never settle. If you're not trying to move forward, you're undoubtedly going to move backwards, right? There's no just staying where you are. Now, when you were talking about karaoke, my mind immediately went to Fifth Ave. Right, Fifth Ave was kind of known for that post-race celebrations at Coogan's, and you had to do. It was basically you have to do
forced karaoke. Yeah, I would be willing to bet that karaoke was like that tradition may or may not have started with Will Lear.
You're going to give Will Lear the credit for starting the Fifth Ave karaoke.
I think so.
What year?
I think it was him and Nick Simmons back in like the 2009-ish era. But I'll have to fact check this.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
I'll get the story out of him. Yeah, in Boston.
Get the story out of him, or get the story out of David and Jane Monty, and we'll.
True. Yes, I would assume they would. They know.
There's a story there. There's a story. I was too young to be there. At the time. Okay. In other pop culture news, have you been following all this Kanye stuff?
Hold on, so you cut out. Go again.
Have you been following the Kanye stuff?
No, I haven't. What's going on with what could possibly be going on with Kanye right now?
He's making a comeback. Done? He's trying to make a comeback.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he dropped a new album, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He dropped a new album. He had a concert at SoFi Stadium. Sold like.
Is that LA?
70,000 people in LA. Yeah. So it's 11 months after releasing a song. Well, this is like all of his like anti-Semitic stuff. He released a song, trigger warning, titled Heil Hitler. And then he has this concert, and it's only 2 months after apologizing for his anti-Semitism. But he's back, and he had this huge concert at SoFi, and then he's supposed to be in this London festival. They booked him, and the UK Prime Minister came out and criticized the festival for booking Kanye. And then it was this like whole controversy, and Pepsi withdrew as the sponsor to this festival.
Wow. Pepsi wants no part of this.
Pepsi wants no part of this.
So did the festival drop him?
I'm not sure if they've dropped him yet.
They're like, we want Kanye more than we want Pepsi.
I mean, I don't know if they gave them an ultimatum, but
interesting.
For now,
well,
they're out.
How was Kanye's? I didn't read the apology, or I didn't see anything about the apology. I'm assuming the apology was a written statement.
Now that we are PR experts, let's look at the apology.
Yeah, because as it seems like I'm on here every week saying a good apology goes a very long way, and I do think there should be paths to redemption, right? In my opinion. I don't necessarily know if Kanye's done the soul searching, right? But But and look, I love Kanye's music. I don't know about his recent stuff, but he's got a lot of absolute. He's one of the best.
Yeah. 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 It is, and we've talked about this before, of the geniuses who don't necessarily have all of the pieces to the puzzle.
Well, yeah,
organized.
It's like when you're so skilled and heightened in other areas, you're not going to have it all. You're going to be lacking in some other stuff. And let's also not forget that Kanye very clearly he's bipolar, as he said.
Yeah, yeah. So he wrote. So I forgot about this detail. He had taken out a full page article in the Wall Street Journal.
Okay. Yeah.
For his apology. I don't have like I have like clips or like little excerpts.
Okay.
Quote, "I am not a Nazi or an anti-Semite," he wrote. "I love Jewish people." He says, "One of the difficult aspects of having bipolar type 1 are the disconnected moments, many of which I still cannot recall, that led to poor judgment and reckless behavior that oftentimes feels like an out-of-body experience. I regret and am deeply mortified by my actions in that state, and I'm committed to accountability, treatment, and meaningful change. It does not excuse what I did, though."
He's like, look, I don't really remember a lot of what was going on. Tiger blacks out and he wakes up in like and he gets videos from him in the back of a cop car, and Kanye saying he like woke up and someone sends him the Heil Hitler song, and he's like, this is me?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. He said it was part of a manic episode, a psychotic, paranoid, and an impulsive behavior that destroyed his life.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot to unpack here. It's something that I'll be watching because look, I was a devoted Kanye fan.
Yep.
Love his music, and been wondering how this is all going to play out. But I feel conflicted. I believe everyone deserves a path to redemption, but sometimes you just got to lose your privileges.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Like, depending on what you've done, you've got to lose your privileges.
Yeah.
And what Kanye's done, in your opinion, is you don't come back from this.
I don't really think you come back from this. I think you lay low and you apologize publicly. I think you lay low and, maybe you help other people produce their music. Maybe you become someone that does public or like private.
He's a private musician.
Good work, like good, like works of good faith. You maybe you set up some foundations,
naturally
repair some of the damage that you've done, and you help other people produce music. I think maybe you were a naughty boy and you don't get to have your own music anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Like Albert Career, you were a naughty boy. You don't get to run no more.
Yeah. The first off, okay, brilliant. What a segue into Albert Career, number one.
But you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I think also it's soon. I wouldn't necessarily say like, oh, Kanye should never make music again. But then again, it's like to each, I don't know. It's pretty soon after, right? Like let's say Kanye really did atone and he was sorry and he kind of, you didn't hear about him in the news for a year or two. In this day and age, that's forever.
That's forever.
You would if Kanye was completely off the map, you didn't hear anything about him. He's like, okay, I feel bad. I actually am sorry, and I need to figure out what the fuck's going on with me. I'm hurting a lot of people, and it's not who I am. And I've got these mental issues and I can't really control it. I'm going off. I'm going to become a Buddhist monk for the next year. I'm going to figure out and try and get a handle on my life. And then he comes out of the mountains after a year. And you'd be like, oh my God, it's been so long since I've heard about Kanye West. There's been ungodly amounts of scandals since, multiple wars, how many Pizzagates, the brink of like destruction for the entire world. You would welcome Kanye back with open arms if he laid low for a year.
Yeah.
It's just
so 2 months, 2 months, and then you start this new.
Well, let's think about it like this. Think about
you had
like
to be planning this. You had to be planning this tour. So then you had to work backward and then issue an apology. It doesn't feels a bit disingenuous.
It's like if you were really mad at somebody and you would maybe you want to make them wait a bit, right? You want to let them sweat. You're not just going to accept their apology right away. You're going to be like, look, go do I want to go do my thing. I need some time. I need some space. You need a little bit more Kanye space than what he's given you so far.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And and as you said,
and maybe some good works and some good works and acts of service.
Become a philanthropist. That's what they do.
Mm-hmm. That's the word I was looking for. I couldn't think of the word philanthropist. I was just thinking good boy.
Yeah. You're like, what is the term? I know there is a term when a good boy is really rich and tries to spread his wealth around and be an even better boy. But I also think like people get away it's kind of a bullshit.
Yeah, you can just pay your way out of.
Yeah, but at the same time, also, even if it's kind of this concept of when people are like doing good deeds to get publicity for it,
right?
But you're still doing the good deeds, like even though it might not be from like the most altruistic place. This good deed is still getting done. If you're helping somebody out, but you're like trying to get credit for it, you're still helping somebody out. That person's still glad that you're helping them out. So it's kind of like you can see it from both points of view, you know? It's like a lot of these guys, and it's mostly guys, right?
Because men are stupid.
Because men are so fucking sick.
I love men. Awesome. But I love men.
Dudes
you guys
are
are
awesome,
great.
right? But a lot of times these rich guys, you can just throw money at stuff and all is forgiven.
Mm-hmm.
And I can cover up my trail of tears with enough dollars, and people forgive you.
Yeah.
So Albert Career's better have some deep pockets.
This is crazy. So Albert Career, go ahead.
Well, Albert Career, I was just thinking that, like, when is this going to stop? Another positive test for a big name, big marathon star out of Kenya, and how many more tests do you think it would take before you get a nationwide ban? The number is out there.
But what they need to show is that that the country is
knowingly
complicit.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And that'd be very tough to prove.
Very, very tough to prove. I mean, they've proven it before with Russia, but at this point, that's what's going to make any change, is if they have some concrete proof that Athletics Kenya is part of or complicit in this doping. But
I mean, it's getting pretty ridiculous.
It's getting pretty ridiculous. And it's not, I mean, this is a big name. Yeah.
Albert Career, I think he won New York City Marathon in 2021. I mean, it's pretty recently.
Yep.
2021.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a big name to go down, and it seems like every single time, every week, we're coming on here and talking about the newest person to go down, and Kenya's got a pretty serious doping issue. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, totally.
And I wonder, I want, like, what is going on in Kenya to make the doping like this? I'm not necessarily saying it's this Russia state sponsored thing. I wouldn't say that.
Yeah.
And I can't say I know, but what are why is it that every
right,
all these names are coming out? It's just so easy to get it over there. It's, there's something going on culturally, the cultural norms. It's like, look, it's not frowned upon in the same way that it's frowned upon over here. It's like, look, you got to do what you got to do to try and get up out of, the poverty, and you're making a lot of money. That's generational wealth. You can understand that. It's like, you would describe it and you go, yeah, it's the temptation's there, and it'd be very tough. And you can't necessarily say you can't put yourself in their shoes unless you've been there a lot of times. Right. But they've got an issue with doping, and the people who are in charge of this stuff have got to be thinking, like, geez, like,
it's such a bad
another one.
It's such
another
a bad
one.
Look.
It's a bad look.
Yeah.
And it's, imagine if 20 more names come up, they're gonna be like, okay, we gotta do something. We gotta do something.
We gotta.
The public's gotta be. They're gonna be feeling the heat, right?
Yeah.
Also, here's the thing: you wouldn't want to. You wouldn't be able to do. And I wonder if this is one of you couldn't do a big nationwide. They wouldn't want to do a nationwide thing because some of the biggest stars in this sport are coming out of Kenya. They don't want to ban them.
They don't want to ban them. Right.
So it's like, oh, we put a nationwide ban on Kenya, and you're like, well, you don't want Kipchoge anymore.
Yeah.
You don't want
Faith,
Beatrice. You don't want all these absolute stars that are like the biggest names.
Superstars. Yeah.
They go, we really don't want to do that. So let's exhaust all the other options first. And we got to plug this doping pipeline pretty bad because it's getting gnarly.
What if we went undercover?
Me and Kenya undercover. Huh? I'm gonna need Kristi Noem's husband boob suit. I'm like, Aisha, don't make me do blackface in Kenya. It's not going to go well.
But there are people from other countries that go train in Kenya.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, you're right. I say I'm gonna try and give this another go.
Yeah, we're gonna come back for our marathon, and we're gonna do a training stint.
Are we just going over there to dope?
I think we wear wire.
And you want me fully snitching wearing a wire?
We're doing a sting.
Oh, I don't wear wire.
You and I are going undercover.
No, I don't wear wires.
It would be a great buddy cop situation. Why would you want to wear a wire?
I don't know. I'm not comfortable with wearing a wire right now.
Mm.
I'll gather the information in my own way.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm watching a lot of currently watching Homeland. I watch a lot of that's probably my favorite genre of show.
Is Homeland
Diplomat,
is her name Carrie?
Claire Danes.
Yeah. But what's her name in the show?
Oh God, you're putting me on the spot.
Because she
Carrie.
makes
Carrie? Yeah, and she makes a lot of bad decisions. Yeah.
Well, I love this great show. But my God, it's like Carrie is absolutely stressing me out, right? She's
Carrie,
psychotic. And after watching that show, I go, I need her double dose of lithium bad. Because she makes some decisions. I text Tiger. I go, I need a bunch of Xanax.
Whatever you got, it's not enough.
I'm like, what do you got pill wise? I'm watching Homeland. I'm stressed out. Aisha wants me to wear a fucking wire in Kenya and do blackface. I don't know what she's thinking. Tiger's like blackface.
Like, bro,
Like,
no,
I know,
absolutely
yeah,
not. Yeah.
I'm supposed to train again, I guess.
Yeah. Come on. This would be great.
Yeah. But okay, so we'll figure out how we go undercover in Kenya.
But
and
they
get to
go,
really
but yeah, we
depths
get over
of-
there and they're like, you guys, like you two are running a marathon. You're going to need the good stuff.
And then we say that's exactly what we came
one
here
up
for.
and down, look at me, and they're writing articles like they were about Keely Hodgkinson. She'll never be able to do it.
Mhm.
And then they open up the secret drawer of all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Sting! I'm wearing a wire. I'm wearing one of those. I'm wearing some glasses with a little camera on them.
You're wearing the Meta Ray Bans.
Yeah.
At
They
this
don't
point,
notice the camera.
At this point, it's hot. My black face is starting to sweat right off. I go, what's up with that? Who are you?
Get out! Get out!
Yeah.
And then the feds bust in, and we save the day.
Well, actually, no. I'm going to jail for a hate crime.
Yeah. See you never.
Yeah, yeah. You throw me under the bus. I'm like, it was her idea. I didn't even want to snitch. I just came here to get fit.
Because Alfred Career was on the good stuff. He tested positive three times.
Oh, for Sarah, right?
For Sarah, yeah.
And Sarah it's for all intents and purposes EPO.
Right? I don't know the difference between all of this stuff.
And we'll ask them when we get there.
Yeah, continuous erythropoietin. How do you say the EPO word that it
I think
actually
it's
is?
Erythropoietin.
Erythropoietin, that looks right. Continuous erythropoietin receptor activator.
And it sounds awesome because it says continuous. I go,
yeah,
you're not getting a break. These
red
blood cells are nonstop.
All the time.
Continuous.
Continuous.
I always want to say it like when you say poietin, it's like it seems like there should be an R in like erythroprotein so bad.
Yeah.
Are you sure this isn't? Probably should be an R. But yeah, so he tested positive 3 times. And what was the span of those tests?
Mm-hmm.
Were those all back to back? Like, but when were those?
In October.
All in October. Okay.
Before New York Marathon was November 2nd.
Yeah, he was on the stuff
all the way to the very end.
So 5 years.
5-year ban.
He didn't learn that he took 3 tests, he failed them all. Took 3 tests, he failed them all, and he goes, you don't take the test, dude. Didn't you learn anything from your country mate?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. Wild stuff.
I guess we'll have to start like a betting pool. We'll talk to our coworkers at FanDuel and we'll see what we'll get a line for who's going down next.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to think like that, but these positives just keep popping and popping and popping.
Oh, 100%. Oh, it's obvious. It's going to come, right?
Yeah.
It's not good.
It's not good.
But until something changes, it's gonna keep happening. Something's in the works. Until
we go in on the sting.
It's Easter Sunday. Yeah, until I get my paint on. This will not. There's so much responsibility on lots resting on
our shoulders. Yeah.
But yeah, no. This episode will come out tomorrow on Monday, and probably the same day
somebody will be popped.
Somebody will be popped. Right? It's just getting. It's getting there. It's getting to that point.
Yeah.
But so yeah, message me like flights you're thinking about for Kenya, and I'll try and get on a similar one.
I've always wanted to go there, and what a better! I can't think of a better mission.
Yeah, no, like whenever I thought I was gonna go there, it was just kind of to train. I hadn't gone there with intentions of like doing a full undercover sting.
Maybe we get like 3 weeks of training in. And
I think
then
we should do. Okay, I was thinking we go on like a safari.
Okay, so we get there. We get there. We land safari.
Safari, obviously.
3 weeks of training.
Mm-hmm.
Then we do the sting.
Okay.
And then we get out of there.
Okay. How much? So it's like we're mainly going for the safari, and then if we have time, we will try and get the sting operation in. But
Could you see me like explaining to corporate that like, so I'm gonna need to take a month off. I'm gonna need to. I know we have a generous PTO policy. I'm gonna need to take it all at once. Any specific reason? What's going on in your life? Is everything okay? Yeah, I've got a drug bust I've got to run.
I got to take down an entire country's doping problem. And I also want to look at some lions.
Also, I would love to see a zebra in the wild.
Zebra's your go-to?
I mean, I like them all, but and a giraffe in the wild. I mean, I've seen them in a zoo, but I want to like they're so peculiar. I just want to see them out doing their thing in their natural habitat. In their natural habitat.
Yeah. Ooh, that was good.
Thanks.
That wasn't bad.
Speaking of DQs, we had another interesting DQ from our friend.
Are you talking about one of our colleagues, Matt Choi?
Is he a colleague?
Yeah, like we're kind of like influencers now, and
oh god,
what is up with Matt Choi, dude?
Yeah, this guy just pisses everybody off.
People hate him.
Yeah,
and
they do.
I was really only so what just happened was he had gotten DQ'd. This was, I think, probably a week or so ago. It was he. And this is the guy, right, who had been DQ'd from, or was he DQ'd or was he banned from the New York City Marathon?
From the New York City Marathon, yeah.
He was having a videographer bike on a city bike next to him while he was running, right?
Yeah.
People were furious, rightfully so.
Yeah.
And now he's kind of getting up to the same shit in the triathlon, and he got DQ'd from this. And I mean, like we've already mentioned in this episode, he gives some of the worst apologies known to man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, God, he got DQ'd from this triathlon for drafting behind, once again,
right,
videographer bike.
And so if you this is 70.3 Texas, and if you get caught drafting, and like sometimes this stuff is incidental, like you're behind a bike a little bit too close, you take a penalty. So what you do is you like ride to the penalty tent, and then you like however long your penalty is, you just like sit there and wait out your penalty, and then you can get back on the course and go. So there was time for Matt Choi to like make it right and stop in his penalty tent, take his penalty like a upstanding citizen, and then continue, and all good. But he just didn't take the penalty. So
the penalty is like you just sit at the tent for a couple minutes, and then you get back on it.
Yeah. You just like sit in this little tent.
Yeah.
And it happens all the time. It's because these things can happen incidentally.
It's not a rare thing.
Rare at all. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But this guy, people hate him. He's the most hated. He's really disliked right now, and he's got to figure out a way to do an apology. I think I would like to have this podcast almost diverted to just specifically being apology PR.
So why don't you just think about it for a second? I'm gonna run to the bathroom really quick.
Okay.
And you create the apology.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I love every single show. Right around we're right around the hour mark. Aisha needs a little break. I think, what is it about apologies that are just so tricky? Even if you don't mean it, right? You go, I haven't done anything wrong, and I don't think I should apologize. Everyone's mad at me. You can fake a good apology. you know what you should say. Because a lot of times the apologies don't even include "I'm sorry." It's like there's a lot of dancing around the subject. But yeah, Matt Choi, man, you got to stop doing dumb shit. You have got to stop. First off, read the rules. I think in this specific scenario, I think he thought that the time would be just tacked on to his overall time at the end, right? And I can see why you'd think that. But, I mean, you clearly have to know. And then my apology would reflect that I really didn't know and I was actually genuinely sorry. But these are words to these are things to think about. Matt Choi, if you during your next race, which I assume you'll have some issues in that too, just based off history, hit me up. Would love to help. I think I can. I don't want to brag. I think I've apologized a lot. I can craft up a good one, and I'll help you out. Oh, she's back.
It's a tricky thing now that I'm a hydrated lady.
Yeah, like I actually miss the dehydrated me.
But you make some good points. You make some good points, Eric.
You know, it's like, my God. So, I wonder if because this is great. This is a lot of publicity for him. He's getting more publicity out of this than if he just finished the race. Is this a tactical strategy?
This would be interesting. Brilliant. This would be interesting. Brilliant. People are talking. People are talking about it.
Talking about it.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the first time something like this has happened.
No, it wouldn't.
What else has happened?
Unfortunately, Conor Mantz pulled out of Boston. Did you see this?
Oh, I saw it. This sucks.
Yeah, it sucks.
This sucks so bad. I mean, I was going to say, like, I don't even really want to watch marathons unless Conor Mantz is in them. But I'm going to have to.
Yeah, we'll have to just focus on the women's side.
Do you know what his injury is?
Let's look. Do you? For some reason in my head I'm thinking of Achilles, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, I don't know the exact thing. No, I just saw that he was withdrawing.
A little injury in. I think he had at some point a fracture. But
yeah, Conor Mantz, that's a tough. That's like the race directors are thinking that's the one guy we don't really want pulling out of this, right? That's America's golden boy right now in the marathon. Tough. Hate to see it, but hopefully it isn't, a huge issue and he's able to get back up and running, fairly quickly that's all you can really do.
So I forgot about this. Remember he had a sacral stressy after Chicago last year.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah. And it's been hard for him to get his fitness back.
Yeah,
that's a tough one.
This has been just an issue since Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
There's really nothing worse than trying to run through something when you're not 100%. It's my least favorite thing in the world.
Oh God, yeah, because you really first of all, if you're not 100%, you pretty much removed your very best off the table, right? If you have any pain or any major sort of setback or injury, you probably can't access everything. But you are delusional enough to convince yourself that you can. So you just get on this hamster wheel of trying to, quote unquote, do everything right. And it's all, sometimes it's honestly harder when you're hurt. Like all the cross training is so intense. You have to spend extra time rehabbing, extra time doing all the little things, extra time getting treatment. It's just brutal. It's brutal.
And it's that the mindset, right? It can be it's just stressful.
Oh God, yeah.
When the days and the weeks start adding up, you really feel the stress of it and the anxiety of the time that you're missing. So
Yeah.
and when you're in that in-between state where it's like, oh, I can run. I'm not 100%, but I can run. I know, and you kind of like have this belief that I can run and I can maybe get to 100%. It'll clear up at a certain point. But then you'll have days where it's worse, right? All of a sudden you take a couple steps back, and then you start kind of panicking a bit. It's just such a tough spot to be in.
It is. And you're like waking up at night wondering like, do I still feel it? Do I not feel it? Like it's hard for your nervous system to shut off when you're in the, I have to wrap myself in bubble wrap and everything has to go perfectly to give myself a chance. It's like, that's not where peak performance lies.
No, it's a real tough spot to be in. So hopefully they can figure out.
Yeah. And taking the race off of the menu is like, maybe that will let some air out of the pressure balloon. And hopefully this is what he needs to be able to say like, okay, take it off the schedule, give my body a chance to finally take a deep breath, that we're not sprinting toward a date on the calendar, get the body totally healthy, get training, start stacking the bricks of training and, focus on health first instead of a date on the calendar.
And then it's like you would go to if you're Conor and you're like, okay, I got to try and make Boston work. You show up at 85%, and then you don't really have, you don't have the day you want. And then you're going to be really injured after that one. Yeah. And so it's like, it's like a worst case scenario type of situation.
Right.
But that's the tough thing about the marathon, because I can see a world where it's tough to have the maturity to do that, because totally it's your livelihood, and that appearance fee is most of it. And you go, fuck, like I am hurt, but maybe I can get to a place where it's enough that I line up and race 80%, do just what I need to do to collect that check.
They've got a baby on the way.
It's a tough spot to be in. Like, you're feeling a lot of pressure. There's a lot of factors and external stuff that are kind of in your ear, and it's a mature decision. It does take some maturity to say, you know what, not that it's not in the cards. It's not going to work for me.
Yeah, it's a smart decision, but I'm sure a very hard one.
For sure.
Some fun track news from the weekend.
Yeah, track's back.
Track is back. Tell us about what happened in Botswana.
Yeah, I just saw. So, it was 400-meter world champion, right? It's a tough name.
Colin
Isaac Nader.
Kebanachipi.
Okay. Kebanachipi.
I'm going to go Colin Kebanachipi.
Now, this guy, for me, I know it came out of nowhere to run. So I'm assuming he's the world champ from indoors, right? Is that what it was? Indoor 400-meter world champion. Runs 9.
Yeah. What are you
runs 9.89 in the 100.
That's so fast.
I mean, that's in one race. You have now put yourself up there in the name amongst the guys to beat, right? And in true, like, something about the Botswana, right? Because he's got absolutely. He's got like Tobago type form where it's perfect. It's so fluid. It's perfect.
Yeah.
I'm watching that race. Watch him run 9.8, and there's a real fluidity to it and effortlessness, and that's oftentimes what it takes. But yeah, what a absolutely banging performance to come out the gates with for him. Super early in the season.
I think he's the outdoor world champion.
He's the outdoor world champion.
I'm double checking my math, but yeah, he's the outdoor world champion.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stud.
Absolute stud. Yeah, 989 is no joke.
There's something about the 400 because the 400 is technically that's the longest sprint.
That longest sprint. Yeah.
But it's like you saw guys who are super successful in the 400, like Fred Curley, 400 guy, drops down to the 100, becomes even better in that, more successful in that, translates super well. You just build fantastic sprint endurance, and it translates very well to the 100.
Your guess is as good as mine.
I'm like looking at you. I'm like, how's that sound?
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah, but it's really rare, right? Like that is endurance sprinting. It's typically a different skill set than a 100-meter racer. That is like a purely like explosive, technique heavy event. It's interesting.
That's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see it that often.
Because you've got guys like you'd think like Christian Coleman, right? He's like unbelievably explosive. He's better like as a 60-meter guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but then you've got like a Fred Curley who had NCAA champ at the 400, and they meet at the 100, and it's from different stuff. I guess it's kind of similar to in the 1500 if you were like a guy who's coming up from the 8, or a guy who's going down from the 10 or 5, something like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But yeah, what a huge opening weekend from him.
Yeah, and two other pieces of sprint news. Gabby Thomas opened her season at Texas Relays with a wind-aided sub 11 for 100 meters. So
Is
great.
that a PR?
I think it's ties or PR.
That's great for Gabby.
Yeah. And then Kishane Thompson, your boy.
Is he my boy?
I think so. I feel like you like him. I feel like you pick him a lot.
I do like him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if. I just wasn't sure. Okay, so what happened with my boy?
Yeah. He ran the world best 150.
150. Like, interesting.
So 150 isn't like an event that has a world record. Like there's no world record for the 2 mile. It's like world best. This is just like one of those asterisk moments in track and field where
there is a world record for a 2 mile.
Is there?
Yes.
Okay, so then there wouldn't be a world record for a 300. It would be a world best. Okay. It's like these like sort of off events, or a 600. You'd have a world best. Like you wouldn't have a world record. There are just these like asterisk events that aren't.
I see.
Yeah, they're not typically
official,
contested. They're not official. Type of thing. Right. Yeah. It's just like sometimes people run this and here is the best that's ever been run in the world, but it's not like official in the history books because it's sort of an odd distance that is.
Where did he run it?
Miramar.
Huh. Like the only times I would see 150s would be like, I'm pretty sure. Remember that when Adidas would do that meet and it would be like just one straightaway down the street?
Yes. Yeah.
That's
it's
like
not
the only
a big, often run
time
event.
I see it.
Guess how fast you ran.
Let's see.
How fast have you? Because distance runners run mid-distance runners run 150s all the time.
Don't make me say what my fastest 150s. It's.
I wasn't going to.
It sounded like you're getting dangerously close to asking what I've run a 150 in. So let's see. I'm gonna guess he ran 10, 20, 14.6.
1492.
Ooh.
To break the previous world best, another Jamaican, Linford Christie, 1497. But this has held since 1994.
this unratified world record, world best.
This world best, yeah.
94. That's a long time. Nobody's running 150s.
Nobody's running 150s, but
yeah, no, I'm trying to think what I ran. I didn't get that close. No, I wasn't running. I didn't run 14.9.
Sorry, I also misspoke. I like want to claim Linford Christie as Jamaican, but he's British. But yeah, so
you just assumed that he was.
I'm just like, well,
probably
you gotta
Jamaican.
be,
yeah.
you gotta be Jamaican.
Yeah.
But yeah, very fast. It's fun. So, you know how a lot of distance runners like come out and open at Stanford or whatever random meet. The sprinters often do the same thing. So a lot of people ran at Texas relays, a lot of people ran at Florida relays, a lot of people ran at this Miramar Invitational. Like everybody's hitting the track and getting some data.
So would you say the Texas relays is the Stanford invite of sprinting?
Sure.
Okay. Sure. You're like, we can just say doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Say whatever.
Yeah. Pick and choose Texas relays, Florida relays.
Because
Miramar
that was
invite.
was that the because there were some big distance races this weekend. Was that the Stanford invite?
Yeah, on Friday.
Okay.
So coming out of the Stanford invite, Jane Hedengren runs her first 10K ever.
That was her first one ever.
Yeah, breaks the NCAA record.
I mean, well, she really. That's a good way to come out and get your debut 10K.
Yeah, 30:46.
Man, that's this early in the season. That's ridiculous.
It's wild for a true freshman too. Like, and for it to be your first ever 10K. I think we're so not used to seeing an athlete like Jane.
Yeah, this is pretty rare.
Yeah, because it takes usually a little bit to acclimate to being in college and new training and, you know, bigger stages.
Well, it's not necessarily like you think about basketball, right? The best basketball players in the NCAA are like freshmen. It's like they're a one and done type of thing, and in track, it's not like that. You need years of training and building up that type of base and mileage, and so it's just rare for a freshman to come out, put these types of performances out, and yeah, absolutely crushing it. This is I'm here wondering, I'm like, when did her, you know, usually after an indoor season, you got a big break. You take a big break, or not a big break, but you take some downtime, and you come out and you run Stanford invite to try and get a regional qualifying time.
Right. Yeah.
And your coaches look. We're just building back up.
Yeah.
Right? You had an incredibly successful indoor season, and a lot of times for me, I would have these like when you have the emotional high of a championship season. It kind of takes a while, like to really bring it back so soon. You know, you need. I kind of like that slow ramp up, and so I'm like, okay, I can race Stanford invite, but I'll give you a regional qualifier, right?
Yeah. You're not going to get that much out of me. I'm going to get it done, but it's not going to be a lot.
I'll sit in the pack. I had a crazy off season, right? I'm still, I got to get into philanthropy because of my off season, right? So for Jane to come out, NCAA record right out the gates, it's just setting a different type of precedent for the season. And if you're a competitor, to see her, you can either take it in a couple ways and think, because there would be, if I was Jane's competition and I'm their coach, I'm going, look, she's going to be burned out. I'm trying to keep them confident, right? Because you don't want to line up against her, you know, already mentally defeated.
And feel like you've got no shot.
And feel like you got no shot. So you got to keep telling them, you go, look, she is human. You've seen Doris beat her. And she can't. She got the NCAA record, first outdoor race of the season at the Stanford Invite, the Texas relays of distance running. Now, you can't hold it, but it's just it's very rare, and Jane's an absolute hell of an athlete.
I'm thinking back to when I was in college and coming off of NCAAs, I went to my geology field course in West, like remote West Texas. I wasn't running. I think maybe I jogged once, and I was like sleeping in a tent studying geology for a week. And it just makes me think about how the times have changed so much. Like, you wouldn't do that if you were one of the best athletes in the country. Like, that's not like that. If times were what they are now, like that would be like, well, I just can't take that class.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. Like you're a professional athlete at that point.
I'm trying to think. Like, I remember. I'm pretty sure it was Stanford Invite, senior year at Oregon, and it was trying to get the regional qualifier, and we didn't even wear. I don't remember what times we needed, right? And they've certainly changed now.
Yeah.
But you went and you jogged a 10K, and we were in trainers.
Mm-hmm.
And first off, that was like the most. I love doing stuff like that. It's like you go, okay, this is go out.
It's also a flex.
Or get it easy, yeah. And try and get those times. I don't know. The NCAA is just at a different level now. So it's like you need to show up and race. You're not jogging your way into a top a top 15, whatever it is, to get into even to indoors is a whole different thing, right?
Right.
But even outdoors, to try and get to regionals, it's still got to at least spike up.
Yeah.
Because so besides Jane, I saw that another NCAA champ, Hopton Samuel, raced, right? Was he in the 10K or I think he was he 5K? I think
to be
he was 5K.
I just checked the women's results.
Okay.
I do this sometimes. I'm sorry.
You do. I have
gotta
noticed
get
you do
better.
that. Yeah. I'm like, you do realize there's a men's sport too. I think he ran the 5. I want to say he ran the 5K.
Okay.
It wasn't necessarily a performance or a time quite like Jane's, but I think he ran like something like 13.9. I want to say he ran 13.19.
I want to say potentially he ran the 10K.
10K.
And ran 27:30.
Okay. I would say, I'm trying to think, like the 27:30 equivalent to the 5K is probably 13. Because my initial instinct was like, that's close to 13.19 performance for the 10K. But it's maybe 13.15 is a 27:30. Okay.
So he didn't blow it out of the water.
No, but still good solid outdoor opener.
Yeah, 27:30. 27:30.
And that's about it.
That's about it.
For Stanford Invite.
That's about it for Stanford Invite.
There should be more.
I know. One other cute story of the track weekend was 4 Niwot High School boys ran 405, 405, 408, and 411 at Oregon Relays.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
The Niwot High Schoolers, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Wow. Very talented. That's a talented group. Now I'm assuming these are the guys that we interviewed at NXN.
Exactly. Our boys.
The Nepo Baby team.
The Nepo Baby team. Yeah. One of the boys was Rocco Culpepper, the son of Adam and Shane Culpepper. Adam, right?
Adam,
Why am
Adam
I
and Shane. You say Adam and
Shane?
Shane?
Yeah, yeah. Why am
Is
I blanking on Mr. Culpepper's name? That doesn't feel right.
Yeah, wait. I'm like, so is Adam the woman? Is Adam the
Shane is
wife?
the woman.
Shane is the woman. Okay.
Yeah, but what is? Oh, Alan, not Adam.
Yeah, Alan. That
Yeah,
makes sense.
yeah. I need like a snack or something. I don't know. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. I know that's
No.
not it.
I'm like, I think you're thinking about Adam Goucher.
I'm thinking about Adam Goucher. I like the
Yeah.
Nepo babies are just they're going crazy. But yeah, so Rocco Culpepper is one of their 4 sons. They have a lot of fast runner boys of their Nepo babies. He runs 405, and then Dathan's son runs 411, and he's a true freshman.
Coming up on Dathan's PR in the mile real quick.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That's what a stacked team.
Yeah. Stack team.
Are any of those guys seniors? Or are they all, coming back to race next year too?
I know Hunter Robbie is a senior. I think Quinn Sullivan might be a senior, and I think Rocco might be a junior, and Jude is a freshman. If I have that right by memory.
So all incredibly talented.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. The clock never lies. So even if you are a Nepo baby in terms of track and field, you're gonna have to prove yourself.
You gotta run fast.
You're gonna have to run fast.
You're gonna have to run fast. So many of these running Nepo babies in Colorado. I love it.
Colorado's a Nepo baby breeding ground.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, anything else on your mind before we get into some voicemails?
No, let's fire up some voicemails. We got a lot.
We do. Okay.
Aisha, this is Joanna from New York. My question is about the marathon. I know there was talk about the Jamaican world record, which has now seemed to become a little bit more challenging. So the question is, are you still considering running a marathon? And if so, what marathon would it be? I have a suggestion. There is a marathon in New York in Rockland County. It's a little unhinged. It's usually a Thursday or Friday morning at 7 a.m. in August. And it's 8 and change laps around a 3 and change mile loop. It's like $65. It's definitely a good time. I feel like any of the majors would be a little bit too much, I don't know, too predictable. So if you're going to make your marathon debut, I recommend Shai Chinmoy is what it's called, in August in Rockland County in New York. Anyway, just seeing what your thoughts, if there's a marathon plan, and if this sounds like it might be fun. It's kind of fun. It's also kind of crazy. Anyway, love the show. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. She's like, okay, New York Marathon, but not that New York Marathon.
But not the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, I'm like, I've never heard of the other one.
But honestly, a loop course sounds pretty good.
You think so?
I think so.
I don't know. I think I disagree.
Respectfully disagree. There's a friend in the running community. It's his birthday today, and for his birthday, he wanted to run a marathon. So a bunch of people like went out and ran 26.2 or some amount of time with him this morning, and he was doing some loops in Boulder. And I think honestly, it would make it go by pretty fast.
I don't know. I think I don't know necessarily if I want to be. I kind of want to just forget about. I kind of want to get lost.
Yeah.
I kind of want to doze off and be like, I don't really know where I'm at. Maybe just drop me 26.2 miles away from where I need to go,
run back home.
And so it's like I either get back or I'm dead.
Yeah.
I think. So I want the actually exact opposite.
So we need
of
the Death
loop.
Valley. We need to drop you off in Death Valley and have you run home.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer not Death Valley. I think Death Valley one sounds tough, but yeah, loops. I don't know. But to answer the caller's question, are we still considering the marathon? It's absolutely still a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Goals have changed.
The goals have changed.
No, new goals have not been talked about, not been discussed. I think certain goals are now, I'm kind of a guy who's thinking one race at a time. And so I don't want to count my chickens before they hatch. I don't want to overlook races. So right now I'm all, guns blazing for the New Balance Indoor Marathon Relay Challenge.
Right. Our 1 mile.
Our 1
Right.
mile.
Right.
But the marathons would be, and we've been kind of talking about things like this, right? Would be
Yeah, we have.
funny. Just kicking ideas around with Matt Choi. Thinking how to get a bike involved. But it's definitely still, I don't know which ones we it's too
it's too soon. It's too soon to
too
commit,
soon,
but we do know
really,
a marathon will be run. We're not sure which one.
We're going to do it
sure
soon. We're
where.
not getting any younger.
We are, unfortunately, not getting any younger. It's really unfair.
Oh, well, after our sting operation to Kenya, we probably will be in marathon shape.
Exactly.
So, we'll go.
We'll get the stuff.
It sounds like they won't test I doubt they're testing at the loop course. The loop course, the New York Marathon, not that New York Marathon.
Yeah. The New York, not city marathon.
Yeah. They're like, holy shit, Eric ran 2:12 at the not New York Marathon in blackface. Dope to the gills.
So we'll consider it.
Yeah, we'll consider it.
Hi, Eric and Aisha. This is your listener, Melanie. Been listening since day one. I love everything about the podcast. Don't you change anything. Don't change the length. Don't change the banter. Don't change the non-running related talk. We love it all. I was just listening to your last episode before I answered my question, and I was just going to say, Eric, I was dying at the Harambe for the Team Harambe. I mean, you said what we were all thinking. And you said the late, great soul. I mean, hilarious. So I was dying on my run. But my question is for you, Eric. And I gotta say, you ask Aisha all the questions that we're thinking. You're blurting them out and you're asking her to open these tabs. And we want to know these answers too. My question is, why can't you open those tabs? I'm sure there's a reason, right? I mean, you got to help a sister out. But, yeah, why is Aisha the tab opener? And I'm sure there's a reason, right? Anyways, love you, bye.
Love you, bye. Thanks, Melanie.
Melanie.
Great question.
Very good question. She was sure there's a reason, and she was wrong. There's no reason. I guess I hadn't thought about it until right now, right? I don't, want to be burdened with I'm just saying this stuff out, and I don't want to, I guess I just don't want to look them up. It's quite, just my honest opinion is honest. But also, let's say I didn't ask you to open any tabs. Maybe that would change the flow, because now all of a sudden I'm just going to start opening tabs, and I'm going to open tab, and then I'll bring it up.
You're going to open a tab. You're going to get stuck. You're going to start scrolling.
I'm on bimbofication. You're seeing photos. I'm sharing screens. I'm deep in the mix.
We see your browser history.
I have to fucking shoot myself in the head. No. And that's why. Do you want me to kill myself, Melanie? That's why I ask Aisha to open the tabs.
Oh, God. Okay, I am interested to hear this one.
Hi, Eric and Aisha. My name's Emma. I'm from Missouri. And a fun fact is that Chapel Rowan and I used to run cross country at the same time in Missouri. And we were actually in the same district. First, I just wanted to thank you because I work from home. And honestly, I've been feeling super dead inside at my job recently. And just having your podcast to look forward to on Mondays just completely makes my week. So thank you so much. I'm calling because I actually have some information on the Taylor Frankie Paul soft swinging situation. Unfortunately, I do watch Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I have read Macy's book, and I do listen to the podcast.
Oh, girl, you're
so I will tell you that very disappointingly, soft swinging is just that they're making out with each other. So very tame.
So
I would
boring.
honestly recommend getting into the show because it's kind of like the gift that keeps on giving, where honestly what they show inside of the show within the show is not as crazy as what these people are doing outside of the show. So I will say it's something to get into if you have some extra time or just want to hear some crazy shit. But yeah. I have a question. I am wondering what's one thing you guys are looking forward to in the next week and the next month. And Eric, I would love some book recommendations. Okay, love you, bye.
Love you,
bye.
Oh, soft swinging. I thought it was going to be, more than that.
That couldn't be worse. Just making out. That's very middle school. Don't call it swinging. Soft swinging?
Yeah, but they're married, so.
Yeah, but making out. Making out is so childish. Either fuck or don't. Seriously. And you think it's a really good makeout and you're gonna stop there? Are you crazy? I'm bricked up over here. I'm supposed to just keep making out? I'm like, where do we go from here? Aren't we swinging? They go, no, we're just making out. I go, what a fucking waste. I'm cheating on my wife. I've already cheated. I might as well. I'm rounding first. I'm going to second. I see home plate in mind. Soft swing, making out. Okay, that's great. Great news. Or great information. We were way off on that.
Oh, we were way off.
We were way off.
Yeah. Okay, what are you looking forward to this week and this month?
I am very excited for Boston Marathon, the Boston Marathon weekend. For our live show, we are trying to we're kicking around some ideas, thinking about how the show is going to go. I'm very excited for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's kind of a big to-do list for me this month. What about you?
Same. Yeah. I'm really excited about it. We should probably have a meeting soon.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask you about that. Would love to get me and you both love a good itinerary.
Yeah, we do. We really love an itinerary.
A loose itinerary would be great. Just something like that.
Maybe we could have note cards.
I don't see why there's no reason why we couldn't have note cards.
Yeah.
Because we need to strike the balance. We need to strike the balance. No, absolutely zero idea.
Okay.
Very good question. Another good question. I don't know yet. We'll talk to the overlords and see what they say. But the balance of you want to have, because it needs to sound like our show, which is very loose.
Yeah.
Very off the cuff.
Yeah, but we need to have a general plan.
Exactly. Yes, we do.
Yeah.
Because this is but we need to make the live show feel kind of like a live show. You know what I mean? It can't be exactly like our pod, but you want it to still feel very similar.
Some elements.
We need some elements.
Yeah.
And so if you are one of the people in the show, there's going to be some audience participation, right?
There will be. If
you got questions, you got stuff we want to talk about. It's like we're going to do the voicemails in person.
Right.
We're going to put a face to the voice right then and there.
Yes, we will.
So that'll be part of it. Will it be? But yes, we can do this. Our meeting we don't need to do it right now.
Yeah, I'm like, we can take this offline.
But yeah, we can take this offline for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, that'll be really, that's all. It'll be really fun. She asked for book recs. What are you reading? What are you reading right now?
I'm still on like my fairy romance series.
Okay.
I haven't had a lot of time to read.
Yeah.
But I'm still on book 3. I'll get through it.
Is this like a fairy smut? Is this smut?
Yeah. Good, solid fairy smut.
And even in the fairy smut, like, can you imagine if they stopped at making out?
No.
You would burn the book instantly.
Yeah. It would be over.
Like all that tension just leading to making out.
Yeah.
You'd write a letter.
I would write
Penguin
write
House.
I would write a Karen letter voicing my disappointment.
Yeah. Oh no, it'd be absolute nonsense. I'm reading this book right now called Library at Mount Char. Absolutely loving it. I'm surprised. I'm not really a fantasy book guy. But I'm almost done with this. I really like it so far. I've been trying to go back, read some of the classics. I've been reading, I read,
Interesting. I just read the synopsis
of Library at Mount Char.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's kind of fun. I like it. No, the last 75 pages, I might have to walk that recommendation back, but so far I recommend it.
So far, so good.
I read Wuthering Heights.
You did? Did you see the movie?
I didn't see the movie, no. But Wuthering Heights is one of these books on the all-time classics list.
Yeah. Did you like it?
I did not like it. Wasn't crazy about it. But what was the last time we did like a little book check-in was a few months ago, and I was reading The Count of Monte Cristo, which I couldn't recommend enough. Absolutely fantastic book. It's a daunting, like 1,300 pager.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a classic for a reason. Fantastic. And I don't know what I'm going to read next. So if you've got any recommendations, send them my way. I'm in the
I have a book I
open,
really want to read next. And this part of my problem is I need to get through this series. The books are long. I don't have a lot of free time, and I just gotta.
Well, what's next for you?
But I want to read The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna.
Oh yeah, that's one of those. I haven't read it, but that's one of the you see it everywhere. Floating around everywhere.
Yeah. That's on deck for me.
That's book after the smut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We did have a couple of callers asking which runner should be on Survivor, and I'm not going to play the voicemails because we know Eric's answer.
We had multiple callers doing it.
Yeah.
People want
to know what track athletes should be on Survivor.
About track athletes on Survivor. Here we go again.
And Eric's answer.
I don't know what Survivor. I've never seen Survivor.
Really?
Yeah. I'm
not even as a kid.
No, not even as a kid.
Okay.
I was more like a real world road rules type of guy. The Inferno, The Challenge, Jersey Shore,
GTL.
Room Raiders.
Yeah, I loved Room Raiders. What was next? Yeah. What is the mom one? Like date your mom one?
Oh no, oh my God. No, you went on a date with the mom to see if you wanted to date her daughter. I'm pretty sure.
Something like that.
God, it's so
MTV was
sick.
Unhinged when we were kids.
So sick.
When we were youths. Like people wonder, like Gen Z wonders what's wrong with millennials, and they just can't understand.
Yeah, I'm like, check out the show Room Raiders. You got kidnapped. You got kidnapped in the middle of the night or whenever. You got fake kidnapped, chucked into the back of a van, and then you had like a really hot girl like going over your room with a black light and saying you were jacking off too much. God. And it's like 3 other guys in the back of the van like, dude, you gotta stop jacking off so much. You're like, that's piss. It's blood. Yeah. So those were the kind of shows I was watching. I wasn't too invested in Survivor. But yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Get it up.
Sorry.
It's piss. It's piss. I'm not jacking off that much. And then she would like eliminate you because you were jacking off so much, right? It's like, oh, based off this room, like this guy had really cool posters on the wall and seemed like we had similar music styles, but like his bed, the black light test was fucking filthy and disgusting. And for that reason, you're out. I can't choose you. And then like, like, all right, yeah. And then they would always explain, you know, yeah. So like, it actually wasn't like what you thought. FYI, you're making a huge mistake. It wasn't cum.
Oh my God. Okay, so Survivor is so Survivor, you have like you're dropped off on an island and you have to survive. But there's all these like feats and bouts that you do, like games. Mm-hmm. So being athletic and quick-witted is good, but then you the tribe votes someone off every week. So you have to like make alliances and you have to be like sort of savvy, cunning, likable to be Survivor. And I do know that Chris Chavez like desperately wants to be on Survivor. Yeah, and people that love Survivor. And when I was
Chris
young,
sent in an audition tape?
I think so. Yeah. Which reminds me of the 30 Rock episode where Liz Lemon busts these guys because she thinks that they're like plotting against America, and it's that they're sending in their audition tape to Survivor. Like I'm picturing Chris like all over New York City, like doing feats and bouts to like.
I'd kill to get my hands on that audition tape.
Yeah.
Making an audition tape for a show would be so funny.
It would be so funny. I would love it. If I was going to go on any of these like types of shows, I would want to go on The Amazing Race. I've talked about this before, but yeah, that would be my choice. But I just know that you're going to pick who do you want to go on Survivor, and you're going to pick Keely Hodgkinson. So like that's.
Well, not just Keely, right? As you know, I'm picking all the sexiest of both men and women. But yeah, we get the reality TV question: who would run her version a lot? Now Survivor, I'm kind of confused because like, wouldn't you just vote off the best person every time? If here I am, I'm on the show, and I go, okay, yeah. Who's my big competition? I want them gone. I'm gonna get the tribe to. I'm gonna get the whole tribe working against him, spreading propaganda left and right.
Right, and that is a great tactic.
Thank you.
Sometimes you can like downplay your abilities.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Sounds fun. I should. I know one of my great friends, Colby Alexander, is absolutely obsessed with Survivor too. But yeah, Keely Hodgkinson, hottest, and then the hottest other people in there. Wouldn't you want like? I've seen the show. Like you're actually stuck on an island, mm-hmm. and they lose an insane amount of weight.
Yeah.
So I need some big boys going in there.
We need some big boys going in there with some stamina.
Because a lot of these guys don't have weight to lose, right?
Nope. They do not.
They do not. So, I'm I'm buddying up with Kovacs and Krauser.
Yeah.
Seeing where that takes me. I'm bulking up before I get to the island. With pounds to lose. It's like, have you seen that show Alone?
Yes.
And they all are just rapidly losing weight.
Yeah.
And so you go in there and you've got to go in there extra fat with
like a bear.
Like a bear coming out for hibernation, so that you've got extra fuel to use when the food stores are low.
If you were going to go on a reality show, what would it be?
Probably Room Raiders. No, a reality show. I always love probably The Challenge.
What's the challenge?
Like The Inferno? You ever
I don't
seen
know
the show on
these.
MTV?
No.
Have you've seen Road Rules versus Real World?
Yes.
I think it is that.
Okay. So you can do a little bit of a debauch.
Yeah, of course, right? Like Real World was always a crazy show. It's where you're gonna put 7 people in the house. One of the prerequisites is they have to be drinking pretty hard, and they better do more than soft swing, right? We're gonna pump them full of alcohol, put a hot tub in there, and pray to God that they're not just soft swingers.
Yeah.
And maybe and then it's like, yeah, we're gonna do a full summer like that. Pretty sick.
See what
and
happens.
then actually that's exactly what I do, because then I would hope to get the invite to the challenge.
The next spinoff. Yeah.
It sets me up for my future.
Yeah, it does. It does. I also want to add in The Amazing Race, but also Below Deck. Have you seen that show?
I am not familiar with Below Deck.
Below Deck is on Bravo, and there are these mega yachts, and Below Deck follows the crew that services the folks that rent these mega yachts for a few $100K a week. And there's a chef, there's the exterior, the crew that's on deck that's setting up all the water sports. Then there's the cabin crew that's serving all the meals and making up all the rooms. But I think it would be really fun to do at least one service, 1 week-long service on Below Deck, where you get to see what the group that came in, their preferences. And there's always some drama that goes down.
Yeah, I'm what is the drama between?
There's drama with the crew, and then the crew in between, they have a night off in between all of the guests, and then they do a bunch of debauchery. There's always crazy stuff that happens with the people that rent these yachts. It's good. It's good.
What's streaming? Because Bravo, is it on Hulu?
What do you mean Bravo?
Well, I know I know Bravo, but what's streaming?
The Bravo app, the Peacock.
The Bravo app. Peacock. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the Bravo app. No, I'm Peacock. There we go.
Yeah. Sorry, some of us are not in the Bravo verse we should be.
Yeah, clearly. I'm geez. It's HBO Max, Netflix, Paramount, Bravo.
Okay, here's another one.
Hi, Eric and Aisha. This is Kelly. I met you guys in New York. I was the one that wanted to have you read audiobooks because you guys are amazing and I can listen to you all day long, and that would make me read more books. Anyway, I tried to get tickets to your pod, but they got sold out. It's actually harder to get tickets to get into your pod than it was qualifying for Boston, I feel. But, you snooze, you lose. But I would love to buy one of your singlets, the Rail Rider singlet. So name your price. I would love one of those. Anyway, I was at the 10, and I am so glad you brought that up on yesterday's pod about Seema. I looked her name up because I wanted to cheer for her. And it said Miss Seema, so I was cheering every lap. Go Miss Seema, go Miss Seema. Because it was preventing me from
turning into a college frat boy and heckling. But that was amazing. So, anyhoodle, I hope to see you guys at Boston, and hopefully I can buy one of your singlets. Name the price, and that's it. Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
That is so funny. Miss Seema cracks me up. I've thought about Miss Seema a few times this last week, and I can't stop. Makes me laugh.
Really good stuff.
So we will not be selling these singlets. These are for the live show, but we are gonna figure out what we can do for you. I don't know what we can do for you.
We will make you whole, Kelly.
We will make you.
We will do right by you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, yeah, we'll be around. So if you miss the show on Friday, come by the track for the New Balance race on Saturday. Is it general? I'm pretty sure it's free.
I think, yeah. So you can go to Allie's show, and her show might be sold out, but well, she has multiple shows because she's so popular and great. So she has like her live show on Friday, and then she's doing another live show before the New Balance Indoor Marathon Relay. And I believe that is also free, and you can come hang out in the beer garden and just have a great time. So we'll be there for sure. And again, we got to have a meeting. We got to get our itinerary set. We got to figure out where we're going to be. And then we're going to let you guys know, and hopefully we'll get to see you all.
Yes, but it's like if you've missed us on Friday, there's going to be more opportunities to come by. We'll be there.
At least know where we're going to be on Saturday.
Yeah, and then usually it's like we would do. I don't know if we're doing it again. We haven't got our itineraries yet. But remember, Boston, we were doing the. People were coming and talking about their marathon experiences at the Citius Boot. Remember, we were doing the Citius Booth?
Yeah, we did that. Yeah,
very fun. That's always I love that segment. But yeah, there's you're gonna be able to see us if you want.
Yeah, we'll be around.
We'll be around.
Okay.
Hi, Eric and Aisha. I'm calling in as your friendly neighborhood equine sports medicine veterinarian. I got a good kick last week about this segment of the horse MRI, and I can assure you that business is in fact booming. Horses love getting injured, just like runners. And I also chuckled about the equine vet, or the horse reading MRI for the equine vet. And I can assure you that I myself have taken many x-rays of my friends, my colleagues, myself, following horse-related trauma.
Ooh.
So you can bet your bottom dollar that on race week, I wake up every morning and say 10 Hail Marys, even though I am not Catholic, and pray that the horse isn't going to kick me in the side today, because that would probably change my race plan for the week. In that same vein, I'm also dealing with a little bit of unhorse-related Achilles tendonitis, and find that some of the pain is alleviated when I cut some foam out of the back of my shoe.
Oh, yeah,
So
classic
I
move.
want to know what the craziest thing or useful thing you've seen professional runners or yourself have done to run through, manage, or treat an injury. So what is the hidden secret that all you pros are doing to keep running despite being injured? Okay, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Good. That's
a good question. I've done some crazy stuff.
Cutting out the foam on the back, like
that's good. Shoe mod. That's a classic.
Shoe mod is a classic one.
It's a great move.
Yeah,
it does help.
It definitely helps. Yeah.
What about you, Eric?
I'm trying to think of like the crazy, like usually like when I'm getting into stuff like shoe mod, it's damage is done. Do you know what I mean? It's like I wasn't somebody who did a good job. The shoe mod would have helped on day one, but it's like when I was doing the shoe mod, it's already like, oh yeah, I'm fucked. I got a stress fracture. Like I've got full blown tendonitis. Cutting out part of the shoes weren't saving you at that point. Like I'm trying to think of stuff. I mean, obviously I've done the shoe mod, things like that, cutting out or like, but yeah, nothing's coming to mind, right? Like when you hear that, what's first thing that comes to you?
So the year was 2013, and I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say, do not do this. This is extremely bad for you. Also, it didn't help. So
yeah,
don't do it. I was crushing. I had really bad plantar fasciitis. I had a couple of steeple races that summer. Plantar fasciitis and a steeple don't really feel so good, I will say.
I can picture it.
Yeah. So we were in Europe, and I had the extra strength Voltaren, and I was crushing tablets of ibuprofen and mixing it into the Voltaren paste.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Which I would put on my foot, and then I would saran wrap and then wear a sock, and I would wear that overnight.
Yeah, that's did it help? You didn't think it helped?
I mean, I'm going to say it didn't help.
Yeah.
Because I don't want anyone to do this. Yeah. Yeah.
It sounds like it helped. Yeah.
No, you can like burn your skin. You can like chemically burn your skin doing this. I didn't. I was
one of the fun
23 years old, so I had consequences were
going to Europe. I would stock up on Voltaren.
Oh yeah. They didn't used to sell it here. Now you can get it over the counter.
Now it's not fun and exotic anymore. But speaking of horses, we were using. Have you heard of DMSO?
No.
It's like it's a type of thing that horses, I'm pretty sure, and our horse veterinarian could school me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure I'm getting some stuff wrong. But it's like something that goes through the skin barrier, passes through that skin barrier easier, right? And you would put it on horses. And we were also crushing up like ibuprofen and things like that, making like a little paste with DMSO and trying to get to the source quicker
of the inflammation. Yeah. Got to knock it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, these are things I don't need to lie to you and say like it didn't help, because I just don't want you to do it. It really, for me, didn't, it didn't help. But I mean, there's lots of like things like that. It's the craziest stuff. I mean, you would hear people who have plantar fasciitis so bad, and it's like plantar fasciitis is, quite possibly the worst injury because you can't really ever rest your feet.
Painful.
It's almost it's so painful. It feels like it's never fully recovering. And I know you hear the stories of people that would jump off of a first-story roof to try and snap their feet all together, and they'll grow, and it will heal quicker.
Yeah, like if you tear that's
completely,
like what the
it heals
surgery.
quicker.
Yeah,
yes.
That's like part of the surgery for plantar fasciitis, or like sitting in an ice bath and like jumping out of it to try to tear it. Yeah.
Icing your feet and then sprinting.
Yeah. To try to tear it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a training partner once that had a stress fracture in high school, and so would wake up in the morning and slam their foot on the ground really hard, so that was the worst pain they felt during the day, so that they could continue to run, and it wouldn't be as painful as like the first time, like slamming their foot on the ground when they woke up.
That, honest to God, makes absolutely zero sense to me. Oh my God. What an interesting way to go about your life.
Very good runner, by the way.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it makes sense. Just like complete nut job.
Yeah.
Very funny. Yeah, no, the things runners will do, the injuries will drive you to a desperate place.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
I remember like my last year at Oregon, I had a stress fracture in my femur, and I didn't know it came on right around Penn relays, and it just kept getting worse and worse, and we didn't actually get an MRI until before regionals, and I could still run on it, and it was one of these things that I had to finish out the season. But it would be like I could go for a run, but the first like 5 minutes of it were just brutal, and it was so ugly, and I just had to basically gut it out for the rest of the year until I could take a little bit of a break. But yeah, runners and injuries, it gets you to a spot where you're doing stuff like slamming your foot into the ground as hard as you can when you wake up, so that you start your day in the most painful way, and nothing hurts you like that ever again.
Yeah. Or like, I don't know, when I was in such denial that I blew my knee out and went for a 6-mile run in the most like searing, excruciating pain with Emma, and I didn't mention it because I didn't want to admit that I blew my knee out the day before. Yeah,
you're like, look, a little it's probably not that bad. A little crushed, a couple crushed up ibuprofen and some Voltaren.
And I'll take care of this lickety quick.
Saran wrap that baby up tight. I'll be good as new tomorrow.
I might not have skin anymore, but
I'll be healed.
Yeah.
I can get worst comes to worst, I'll get a skin graft.
Oh God. Yeah.
Wait, should we do one more?
Let's do one more.
Okay.
Hi, Eric and Aisha, calling from your target demographic of middle-aged moms.
Yes.
I love the show. I think the consensus among all the moms and others is that you two are hilarious. You've nearly got us pee in our pants while we're running. And I'm really curious and wanted to ask, what's the comedy tour? What would you call it? And I also want to know, like, what other runners or coaches or running people would be on the comedy tour with you? What are the must-hit city stops for a comedy tour primarily centered on running? Yeah, I'd be there. I think you guys are fantastic. You've really reignited my love of running and helped me feel like I'm not so alone being someone who actually follows running as a sport and enjoys watching races and tracking my favorite pro runners' progress. So brought a lot of joy into my life. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Very sweet message.
Very sweet.
A lot of sweet messages so far.
Yeah. Gosh, you guys are the best.
Yeah. I'll let you take it.
Okay, so if we're gonna do a comedy tour, who are we gonna have join and where are we gonna go? Well, obviously we gotta go to Eugene.
Yeah, you gotta hit the big running.
You gotta
stops.
hit our stomping grounds. I'm gonna pull Matt Centrowitz immediately.
Oh yeah, absolute character, a real riot. Truly has blessed with the gift of the gab. If anybody knows him, you know.
There have been times where like I've laughed too hard, where like I thought maybe I was gonna hurt myself. That guy can tell a story better than anyone.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah. So
this is one of those things, like there's so many funny runners.
You spend a lot of time in your own head
with these athletes, and they're very funny, and it's almost just, you know, like we've talked about it a bunch on here before. It's just you don't often get the windows to show it. But there's so many great runners. I think about, you know, so many of my teammates at Oregon.
Oh my God, your team
riots
would have been so funny.
You know, Johnny Gregorek, one of my all-time favorite humans, is a riot. Daniel Wynn, funny. Colby Alexander, Wilger, like these are all guys. Wilgo Hegan, like the senior year crew at Oregon, I thought were all very funny. You know, Centro is of course is Centro's dad. You get him in the mix. you see where he got it from. He got like father, like son tatted for a reason.
Yeah.
And then let's see. I mean, Craig Engels, we'll throw him into the mix. There's so many funny people.
Yeah. I'm thinking back to my days at OTC with Jordan McNamara and Pat Casey.
He's a character.
Pat Casey
character.
So funny. Just so funny.
Yeah.
And it would be just like the combination of those two guys with Hassan Mead.
Character.
Like, you're on a run and you can't, like, I wouldn't be able to stop laughing.
Oh yeah. No, like there really are a lot of big personalities.
Yeah.
That the fans don't really, they don't get the inside access. They're not privy to the long runs and all the post-race meetups and all these kind of things that we're lucky enough to know.
Yeah.
And then you do the big city tours, right? You go to Eugene. You're gonna have to make a pass in Colorado, of course. You're gonna be in New York.
Got to pass by Flag.
You certainly got to pass by Flag. You'll set up a little stage at the Sedona track.
Yeah.
If the high school allows it, and then
you got to bring in bathrooms.
You'll do your run out. You warm up 20 minutes out into the desert, and that's where you have to go. You go to the bathroom out there. It's it's inconvenient for you, but you'll for the comedy tour, but you'll figure it out. But yeah, no, there's so many hilarious big personality runners.
It's a great sport.
It's a fantastic sport. I think that about does it from this week of Off the Rails.
Yes. Thank you for your voicemails again. We've got a backlog. We'll figure it out. We're gonna make everything right. We love you guys.
It's tough to. I wonder. It's tough to get through all the voicemails. It's just there's simply too many, and we talk too much on the beginning.
Yeah, we'll get it right one day.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
But I hope you have a great week.
You too.
And maybe we'll text after this and let's figure out
we'll
when
take
we're
this
gonna
offline
meet.
and get some sort of loose itinerary going.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent.
Okay.
Love you. Bye.